Let me ask you a question. Have you ever met someone in their 80s who still walks with energy, speaks with clarity, and even laughs like they're 20 years younger? And then, just a few blocks away, you meet another person of the same age who struggles to get out of bed, forgets conversations, and depends entirely on medication. Why is it that some people age like fine wine while others fade too soon? This question haunted me years ago when I first met Margaret and Daniel, two childhood friends who grew up in the same small town under the same conditions, but ended up aging in completely different ways. Margaret, at 84, still lives independently in her cozy house, tending to her small garden every morning. Daniel, the same age, spends most of his time in a nursing home, limited by poor mobility and constant illnesses. So what made the difference? And more importantly, what lessons can we learn today so that we too can thrive in our 60s, 70s, and even 80s without giving up our independence? Stay with me, because in this story, I'll reveal 5 powerful reasons I am personally avoiding nursing homes at 84 and how you can apply the same habits to your own life. By the end, you'll see that aging doesn't have to mean decline. It can mean freedom, clarity, and joy. And by the way, when I share reason number 3, I want you to tell me in the comments if it connects with you. If it does, simply write the number 3 below. Let's see how many of you relate. Reason 1. Movement is medicine. When Margaret was in her 50s, she made a promise to herself. She said, "I may not run marathons, but I will never stop moving." Every morning, without fail, she took a 30-minute walk around her neighborhood. Rain or shine, she kept her word. Now at 84, her legs are strong, her balance is stable, and she still takes those walks, although a bit slower. Meanwhile, Daniel didn't see the value of daily movement. He said, "Exercise is for the young." By his late 60s, his knees hurt, his back stiffened, and he relied more and more on a chair. Here's the truth. The body is designed to move. Studies show that even light activity, walking, stretching, or simple bodyweight exercises can improve circulation, keep joints flexible, and maintain muscle mass. Movement literally slows down the clock of aging. If you're listening right now, ask yourself, when was the last time you took a slow, mindful walk? Not rushing, not shopping, but simply walking for the sake of your health. That one habit can decide whether you remain independent at 80 or dependent at 70. So my first reason to avoid nursing homes is simple. I treat movement like daily medicine.
Reason 2. Food is fuel, not just comfort. Daniel loved fried foods and sugary snacks. He often said, "At my age, what's the point of dieting? I've earned the right to eat what I want." But what he didn't realize was that food doesn't just fill the stomach, it builds or destroys the body, cell by cell. Margaret, on the other hand, took a gentler approach. She didn't follow extreme diets, but she built her meals around colorful vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. She drank plenty of water and limited alcohol. She even grew her own tomatoes and spinach, saying, "Fresh food gives me fresh energy." And science backs her up. Nutrient-dense foods lower inflammation, improve brain function, and keep the heart strong. In contrast, processed foods accelerate aging, weaken immunity, and feed chronic diseases. The reason I personally stay strong in my 80s is that I see food as fuel, not just comfort. I still enjoy a slice of cake at birthdays, but my daily choices are simple: colorful plates, natural ingredients, and plenty of hydration. Here's a practical tip you can start today. Next time you eat, ask yourself, is this food giving me energy or taking it away? That single question has saved me from many poor decisions. Reason number 3, protecting the mind is as important as protecting the body. Now, let me share something personal. When I was 70, I started noticing friends around me losing their sharpness. Some forgot names, others repeated stories, and a few even slipped into dementia. It scared me. That's when I realized, if I want to avoid a nursing home, protecting my brain is just as critical as protecting my body. So I made brain health my daily mission. I started reading new books every month, learning new skills, even something as simple as cooking a new recipe or trying a new puzzle. I practiced meditation to reduce stress, and I maintained deep social connections, because loneliness is one of the fastest killers of the mind. And here's the proof. Research shows that lifelong learning, social engagement, and stress management significantly reduce the risk of Alzheimer's and cognitive decline. Margaret did the same. She joined a local book club, stayed connected with her grandchildren, and even learned to use a smartphone at 82. Daniel, however, withdrew. He stopped learning, stopped socializing, and spent most of his days in front of the television. So reason number 3 for me is this: I train my brain every day. And I want to hear from you. Does this resonate with you? If yes, write the number 3 in the comments below. Let's see how many of us believe brain health is as important as physical health. Reason number 4: preventing disease before it strikes. One of the saddest patterns I've seen in friends my age is waiting until it's too late. They only visit the doctor when they're already in pain. By then, the disease has already taken hold. Margaret had a different philosophy. She said prevention is easier than cure. Every year she did her checkups: blood pressure, cholesterol, vision, dental, even bone density. When her doctor warned her about rising blood sugar in her 70s, she adjusted her diet immediately and never developed diabetes. Daniel avoided doctors. He said they always find something wrong. By the time he finally went, his heart disease was advanced. He needed daily medications and eventually constant care. My 4th reason for avoiding nursing homes is simple. I respect prevention. I listen to my body. I don't wait for pain to tell me something is wrong. A quick screening today can save years of suffering tomorrow. Here's a tip. Schedule one health checkup this month. Just one. See it not as a chore, but as an investment in your freedom.
Reason 5: purpose keeps you young. Finally, the most powerful reason of all. When I ask Margaret why she thinks she's still thriving at 84, she doesn't say exercise or diet. She smiles and says, "Because I still have a reason to wake up every morning." Purpose is the invisible fuel of long life. For Margaret, it was her garden and her grandchildren. For me, it's sharing these lessons with you, hoping to inspire someone to take action. Research confirms this. Older adults with a sense of purpose live longer, recover faster from illness, and experience less depression. Without purpose, the body and mind slowly surrender. Daniel sadly lost his sense of purpose. After retiring, he said, "There's nothing left to do." Without goals, his days felt empty. His health declined soon after. So here's my last and most important reason to avoid nursing homes. I never stop seeking purpose. Whether it's teaching, mentoring, creating, or simply caring for loved ones, having a why is what makes 80 feel like 50. Closing thoughts. So there you have it. 5 powerful reasons I'm avoiding nursing homes at 84. 1. Movement is medicine. 2. Food is fuel, not just comfort. 3. Protect the mind as much as the body. 4. Prevent disease before it strikes. 5. Purpose keeps you young. Remember Margaret and Daniel? They started life together, but their choices created 2 very different endings. Margaret's story proves that healthy aging isn't about luck. It's about daily decisions repeated consistently year after year. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 reasons speaks to you the most? Is it number 1, daily movement? Number 3, brain health? Or number 5, finding purpose? Pick the number that matches your life and write it in the comments below. Let's see which one resonates most with this community. And if you found even one idea helpful, share this video with someone you love. Because the truth is, we don't just want to live long, we want to live well. Aging is not the end of the story. It's a chapter filled with wisdom, freedom, and joy, if we choose it. So let's choose wisely.